Welcome to Live Action Star Wars. I'm Ralph.
I'm James.
And today we're discussing Skeleton Crew, Episode 4. I don't recall.
Do the voice.
I don't know. No, I'm not going to do the voice. Maybe we can have our guest do the voice, joining us once again from Astro Goblin, Jacob.
Hello. I mean, what does Obi-Wan say? We just watched Episode 3, that scene in Spanish.
Hello there? Oh, yeah.
That's what he says.
That's great. Oh, man. It was
extremely funny. A lot of good scenes in Revenge of the Sith in Spanish.
I went to Star Wars Minute and George Lucas Talk Show recently did their live stage reading of Episode 3, and like George Lucas ahead of his time, like there's a lot of stuff in that movie
feels pretty relevant.
Just sort of like,
oh yeah,
predicted some shit. But what's also great is like I realize after watching those readings, especially the Revenge of the Sith one, is that maybe like I've come to grown to love the prequels, but like maybe if it was just a better director, they would be amazing.
Yeah. What was Irving Kershner doing in the early 2000s?
Yeah, like I went to the. I'm so bummed I missed the Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith one. Like, there's just dates that didn't line up, but that Phantom Menace one was fantastic.
Yeah, dude, I haven't finished it yet, but I've been watching the Revenge of the Sith one, the YouTube cut of it.
Watch the stream of Attack of the Clones. That's where I saw Ralph, was at the Phantom Menace one.
Yeah.
Me and Stevie are driving up to San Francisco in February because they're doing at Sketchfest. They're doing the live read of the holiday special.
Oh wow!
Oh no!
That's two very different reactions.
We did a live watch along with the holiday special because Lucasfilm won't acknowledge it. Like you can pretty much put it all up on YouTube, minus they cut out the cartoon.
Yeah.
But I mean,
damn, the cartoon rocks.
It's a bonus thing for people that are watching live with us.
They live up to it though. Like they own that cartoon. They're like, okay, the cartoon's good. We'll put that on Disney Plus so you can't have it on YouTube. But
I love Lumpy. I love when he makes that like sound where he's going blow 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 as Wookiees do.
I mean, we got more of the holiday special in this week's episode. We saw the same clip again.
Yep,
like that.
There it is.
All hollow. So I think. So hang on. If we're thinking, because Attin and everything, like this is all a couple of 100 years old. We're thinking, I think. So does that make in canon the holiday special that old? No, Ralph doesn't like it.
I think it makes that hologram that old.
Okay, okay. So on the holiday special,
it's an old recording.
Yeah,
but it checks out.
Maybe it was shot on at Attin or one of these planets.
Maybe
this is where
that's the actual jewel that they've been protecting.
That's the treasure.
This is the rollout. Like this has been the year of like hip hop artists doing like big elaborate rollouts. This show is just a rollout for the holiday special. It's coming back, everybody. The holiday special confirmed.
Rolls around. They're opening a big vault underneath Attin or something. They've solved the mystery, and there it is on 4K Blu-ray or whatever.
Available now.
One thing in the room. Oh my god, it's Star Wars Holiday Special. Go buy it now. Everyone's gonna love it.
Oh my god, remastered from the original tapes. They have good footage, by the way. I've seen the holiday special clips show up in like Star Wars documentaries.
So they have it. They're using it.
They have it. Yeah.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
The holiday special is coming up a weird amount in the last few episodes of live action Star Wars.
Oh yeah, I bet. Might as well keep
going. It is the season. It was just over a month ago.
Yeah. Of course, we just passed. Jacob, what are you thinking of Skeleton Crew so far?
What am I thinking of Skeleton Crew?
Talk to you about it.
I have something exciting to tell everybody, and that I'm enjoying this Star Wars show. I'm enjoying it a lot.
Good.
Yes, I'm so charmed by it.
It's exactly that. It's exactly that.
It's charming.
It's sweet. It's charming. It's
got a heart to it. I really like the characters. They're fun. There's a lot of great moments. Like, I look forward to it every week.
Mm-hmm. The kids are all plucky, but like not to an annoying level. Like they're striking the right chord with everyone involved.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like the Jedi kid is dorky in the right way.
Yeah.
Yes. I loved it was like last episode where they're getting in the laser cannons of their ship, and he just like has this big smile on his face. He does what to do. He just hops in that seat.
He's
blow up some
us if we were 8 years old and just put in a turret. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
As opposed to Neil, where like Neil, any sight of a gun, he's like, don't want it. I don't want any part of that. Like, I don't like it.
We're gonna have a lot to talk about with Neil today.
Neil, this was like a real it was a good episode for Neil. Like they've done with 4 episodes in, and I feel like each kid has sort of had, it's not been like a Lost style character focused episode, but they've all had moments to shine. Like each episode, each one has had. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do in the back half if they just sort of loop back through them all.
Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna see that because we're finally like peeling back some layers. Like these kids are going through it.
I'm liking it as well. They're not like dragging the mysteries out. Like we're getting answers to stuff. We're getting enough each episode to keep.
But it also makes it more mysterious every time.
Because you're like, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Questions. Yeah. I'm playing the Indiana Jones game at the moment, and it's like when they go up to the tower, and like the one clue that they need is the one that's been scratched out. I'm like, this is a video game. This is perfect.
Yeah.
Sorry, kids. The map is in another tower. Like
Stevie got mad at me. Stevie got mad at me last week for not asking James, following up with James on how the Indiana Jones game is. And since we have a couple of gamers here now, maybe I'll ask both of you what you think of the Indiana Jones game.
I'm really digging it.
Oh, it's so fun.
It's so good. It's so much fun. Yeah.
It wasn't really on my radar, but then like I saw it. It's like, oh, it's out tomorrow or something.
Yeah, that's it.
So
I knew about it, but because it's on Game Pass, I didn't even think about it. I'm just like, yeah, cool, I'll play it when it comes out. But
and then like the tutorial being just like the intro from Raiders of the Lost Ark, I was like, this is cool.
I was playing it, and Liz was sat next to me watching, and I was just doing everything exactly right, and she was like, is it just guiding you? I was like, no, I knew the movie. Of course I'm going to duck under the light there.
1,000 times.
Yeah.
I go through the light, the spikes are going to hit me.
Yeah. I'd be fine if you took me to that jungle and put me in front of that temple.
Yeah.
You just wouldn't know how much sand to put in your thing.
Well,
I wasn't sure about that.
Never works. Like... I think it never works.
Yeah. It just lets you do all the stuff that Indy did.
Yeah.
Stevie has a question. I think I have an answer.
Ooh, I like questions.
Stevie wants to know what's the deal with this twin planet that met such a different fate.
Ooh.
I mean, it looked like, to me, it looked like the people that were still there were wearing old Imperial gear. Like that definitely, it reminded me of like Mimban, the Imperial, like not stormtroopers.
Yeah, like the mud, like the
the mud
like
troopers.
Soldiers.
Yeah. Oh, like General Veers' helmet sort of thing. Like that sort of look. It reminded me of that. So I'm like, they probably got wrapped up in the war at some point there.
I was wondering about that. The time travel. Yeah, and it did cross my mind. Like, oh my god, going through the barrier, do some
like it was like Planet of the Apes.
Love that. Like it's cool. I don't need that in Star Wars, but I think we're meant to consider it. The kids are certainly considering it, which is fun. I mean, I'm
everything
guessing
it seems like it's laid out exactly the same.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you think about the timeline, the ship had crash landed on Attin so long ago that nobody knew about it.
Yeah.
So, and then we know that the robot SM-33 broke off the map to Attin. So it had been torn off like a long time ago. So Attin hasn't been like on anybody's sort of radar star charts for like
an
insane amount of time. Whereas these other ones, they found them.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like you find one, you can find them all.
Yeah,
but
like they must all have that same tower with coordinates to every other world.
That's it. I bet Smee and his crew have been around and like scratched them all out. Like that's been
I think so. And then they went to Attin where it crash landed or
something. Or
there's a I'm assuming a mutiny. As soon as they
were
got
pirates.
There,
we know that
they had the pirate with the sword in his chest. So I don't know if the ship crashed because otherwise it would have like they could have like taken off. I mean,
Maybe
it's able to
Attin
take
must
off.
be where the real treasure is.
Yeah, it's.
Maybe,
I mean,
hopefully, or something.
Something's there. I still think the
Something's going
treasure is
on.
going to be the friends we made along the way. Like I think
Yep.
that's going to be it because of just the way that this story's going. But it's fine. It's good. It works. And I'm really enjoying the mystery. And it's if one of them has been found at any point, then the others are all vulnerable. They're all out there still. And it's just that Attin's it's protected. It's still pristine.
Yeah, I was wondering about because you brought up the like the Imperial gear and stuff. There's one line where they say that they do trade with off-worlders. They like trade them hides or something. So maybe it's possible that like just somebody stumbled upon this planet and they just do some trade with all these. What's it? There's like the Attin and the Troik. I had to turn the subtitles on.
Jesus
Christ.
I
For a
heard
couple
them.
reasons.
I didn't write down those names. I liked. I mean, there's those space stations that are out sort of in orbit around this one.
Yeah.
They're interesting. Are they what at one point would have had a barrier up? They will
generate the barrier.
Yeah,
or
like
something.
Projecting the barrier or something.
There is like
So
when they're
they
leaving
just sort of seem
the
desolate.
atmosphere in episode 1, there you could see all these little dots in the sky, all these red dots. So maybe they have like a more complete like array.
The grid was better.
Those things. Yeah, their grid was like functional and stuff. But I was like, maybe that's what's generating the barrier. It's cool. Slowly unraveling the mystery.
Still quite like a nebula though that it's in. Like it didn't look like it was just open space. So I guess they're just going to bounce around to different nebulae.
And then like Kim in the last episode said something about like it being in a nebula or something.
Yeah.
Because like the how the sky looked when Neil was describing it. All these little details, and they
I love it.
They stay consistent. It's great.
I do like
for an episode that was mostly planet based. I like that we got some stuff on the ship at the beginning, and I hadn't realized that the cockpit of this ship is off to the side, like the Falcon sort of thing. I thought it was a nice little touch. It made me sort of want to go back to Starfield and start building some ships.
I mentioned that to Tara. I was like, "Oh, that's where the cockpit is." I didn't realize.
Yeah, it's
I was
cool.
wondering this whole time. I love an offset cockpit in a weird.
It's fun.
place.
It's uniquely Star Wars. I think it's just looks cool.
Yes. Do we know the name of their ship yet?
Onyx Cinder, I think.
Onyx Cinder.
Onyx Cinder. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
like
we
on
only
the
know that from a
Lego
Lego
box or
set that came
something?
out. Or
Yeah.
something.
Okay.
It's a Lego set. Yeah.
That's a cool name for a ship. I'm down. I'm down to clown.
Yeah.
Very piratey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But them arriving on this planet. I'm glad they didn't leave like the stuff that they don't need to have. This is what I like about the show is sometimes there are mysteries that they don't waste time on. Like about like one of them is Jod's identity in like the third episode or whatever. They're like, okay, he's shifty and he's the former pirate captain. There's still other mysteries to solve, but we're not going to waste time on that. This one, it's like they're not on Attin. They're on Ad Akron. Just letting everybody know. You can get to the real mysteries.
Did you notice all the kids and the adults on that planet? They held like this sigil and it was like 7 dots. It was I think it was like 6 around a central one. Do we think like maybe Attin's the 7th? Like it's the middle, it's the center of this like cluster. It's
maybe.
Because I think did Kim say that there was like 7 jewels? There was former
she
jewels.
was deciphering the symbol, and they were like all laid on top of each other.
Yeah.
So maybe
by
that
that map
one back to get
all
one
of
of
them
each.
too.
Yeah.
Jewels.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have we seen EOP with horns before, or were these the first ones?
I don't know if they haven't. I don't know if they've been on screen before.
Okay.
I don't know if they already existed somewhere else. But I was, I love some EOPs.
Yeah, well that's it. Like I saw him, I was like, perfect. We got Jacob on this week, and we've got some EOP.
He loves
action.
EOPs.
That's the one thing that they say about Jacob.
Farts on Jar Jar's face.
Because I saw them, I was like, they look similar, but then we hadn't seen them. But then when they like name checked them, I was like, okay, cool, these are the same.
Oh,
yeah. And then we saw some without, so I was like, okay, it's like deer over here. It's like it is the male and female, but Obi-Wan and everyone that we've seen on Tatooine are only hanging out with female EOP or something, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe it's just they just evolved differently on this planet.
Yeah, could
maybe these are not desert EOP or whatever, or maybe they were like just traded across the galaxy and became invasive species.
Now I want to see a zebra EOP. And the OP mule. That's what we need. Yeah.
I love that EOP fart. It's so stupid.
Hey,
watching that when it was in theaters briefly, when that happened, it was horrific. It was like one of the worst things I've ever experienced in the theater. It was just horrible, just obnoxious, like really intricately recorded sound of a fart.
Yeah.
Foley artist went crazy with that one.
Yeah, I wonder where Ben Burt got that from. Do you think it was Ben Burt or you think it was Foley?
I mean, I think.
Oh, you think it's him farting? He just
I
like,
hope so.
farted himself. Just
I
a real
really
Ben Burt
hope so.
fart.
No, it's probably a head of cabbage and like a plunger.
Oh yeah,
like
there's always a head of
Matthew
cabbage.
Wood was just his assistant at the time. Maybe like Ben Burt just held a microphone to Matthew Wood because he kept ripping bad ones in the office.
Oh yeah, just filled it full of chili one evening and then just like got ready for a recording sesh. Anyway,
that's a mystery I really want to solve. If live action Star Wars does anything, I want to get to the bottom of how that fart was created because I never thought of it.
It goes, find out where that fart came from, make Biomes 2 happen, and then something else, like anything
Hopefully
else.
A Solo sequel.
Oh yeah, maybe yeah.
There we go.
Solo, like yeah, there you go.
Those are
That's
all
the order.
equally
That's
important.
the order. Absolutely.
All right.
At first, when we got the can't say I remember any Attin line again, I was like, okay, cool. This is a program thing. Like that's 100% like he knows, he just can't say. He can't
say I remember.
Can't say it. It's so good. It's such a puzzly mystery thing. It's great. But then the rat pops out, and I was like, "Oh, is the rat blocking the memories? Is the rat the key to like?
They gotta kill that rat.
Like
Chewing on the power cables.
Well, that's it. Like I do think that when they shut him down at the end, and they're like, "Okay, cool, we can rewire him. We can try and get some stuff out of him." I was like, "I bet that rat's gonna be integral."
It's a creature living in his head.
Yeah,
a little like pest or something. It's cute, but
is it gonna be a case of like they have to? I don't know, sacrifice the rat to go home.
This show ended up at that point where like they have to kill a small animal.
I mean, it'll probably be the other way around. I feel like Smee will probably sacrifice himself, and Neil's gonna end up at home with that rat. Like the little thing in Flight of the Navigator, the little one that takes home with him.
Oh yeah.
It's
since you're going like full 80s style, like the ferrets do die in Beastmaster. Like you'd be something like that.
Oh, no.
Or what's Atreyu's horse? Something like that.
Oh shoot. It's on.
I keep wanting to say Shadowfax, but it's not.
Whenever I'm walking the dog in the forest and it's muddy out, I always I'm scared that I'm gonna have to drag the dog out.
Oh, it's Artax.
Artax.
Yeah.
Oh, Artax. Get out of that mud.
Just a full-on horse just being lowered into mud in the movie. Horse doesn't know what's going on.
Not
like,
cool.
What are
you doing?
What was I gonna say about Skeleton Crew? The rat, the babysitter protocol or whatever.
Yeah, I love that.
SS-33. Yeah. That was great. Leaving Jod on the ship. They're so mistrustful of him. Like, you stay here.
I mean, straight away, like right from the beginning, it's like, nope, kids only up front. It's like you get in the back, and he's accepting of it. He's like, you know what? Fine. I think
this droid will kill me.
Yeah. I really appreciated what Jude Law was doing in this episode because he's just like, fuck it, I'm in for the ride. Like, let's go. Like,
but when they pull the guns on him, and he's like, shoot me.
Just shoot me.
So fucking funny to me.
And then
I got real mad because he shows up, and I'm like, we want to know if he's a Jedi or not. I don't think he's a Jedi. I don't think he's a Sith. He's definitely a Force user. But I'm like, are they not going to show us how he defeated all these guys while he's on his knees?
I think that's more fun.
But the payoff is
more fun. The mystery is more fun.
Like Pirate Legend.
Yeah.
Republic credits.
Some stolen credits.
Yeah. And then Republic he bribes them. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
I thought it was really interesting. I think the only other species other than human that we see on Akron are the same. Like it's Ithorians, it's Rhodians. It's the same species that we see on Attin. There's an Ishitib there, yeah. So it's like there's only these specific species, and they're all Kenner species, yeah.
Kenner species. So,
they're the only species that are on the mural that we see in Vern's house as well. So it's like these are like the founding people, the people that are like sent to this planet, and they're the only ones that have continued to populate. But it seems like that's the same across all of these worlds, and it made me wonder what the big statue, like with the giving or the welcoming hand, like I wonder what species that was. If that was like a Rhodian head or something.
King No Head.
Yeah,
they decreed the name of this, whoever this was.
Maybe cool. They found the head.
So you guys are in America. I'm in England. We don't really have like many guns over here. Did your school have a big cannon on the roof?
Oh yeah. No, not my.
That just standard.
Not my.
I was a Catholic. I went to Catholic school, so they didn't.
My elementary school did not. My middle school did.
Okay. Yeah. Fair
Massive cannon.
Yeah. And they just put kids in there for fun, just to be like,
check this out. We can blow up airplanes with this.
Yeah. I just thought it was interesting. I was like, "Ooh, guns in schools! Like that's a gun on a school. That's a school that is a gun."
It's wonderfully American.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Same with like
French accents, though.
Okay, we got to talk about the French accent for a second, because good gravy. I did not understand a word she was saying in that gobbledygook accent.
Who was it? Because he looked fairly familiar, but I couldn't place it. And I'm looking through.
And the acting was great. There's sometimes it's like, what? I got to turn on subtitles.
This episode was kind of dark. I was like, is that Thomas Jane? Is it?
Like the way that he was shot in shadow. Like at first, I was
somebody.
Like, yeah, it did. I thought maybe you'd been holding out. At first, I was like, "Is that Rahul? Like, is Jacob not told us something?" Like,
I would have been furious.
Yeah, I was gonna say. But yeah, I was wondering, because they're not afraid of stunt casting small roles like that. But
no,
it's
I think the way it was
Alfred Molina do an alien voice.
Yeah, that's it.
In episode 2 or whatever.
I think with the character in the shadows. And then coming out of the light, you expected it to be somebody.
Yeah.
Turns out it's just dark.
Just a guy with a weird French accent.
They're trolling us for sure.
Or like
they were trolling.
His accent was fine. I could understand what he was saying. So there's this group, the Troik.
Yeah. What was the other one? There was the Troik in the
Attin.
The Attin. We don't really see much of the Attin. They've got a tank that looks vaguely like the Trade Federation.
Like the
tanks.
AAT.
Yeah, but not.
Yeah, I was like pausing it to see if it was the same, but it looked like a little different.
It reminded me of the one from Rogue
it.
One. The Stormtrooper Rogue One.
The one that's in the square that blows up the building and stuff.
Yeah. Similar. It's like it's on that probably from that same thing, but I don't know, maybe a couple of 100 years earlier or something.
Yeah. It looked like a tank.
Yeah.
Like a Star Wars tank.
I thought Neil and the way that he was describing like conflict and not liking conflict, I was like, this kid needs to go and like sort out Israel and Palestine and all of that, because he's just so level-headed.
Figured out the cycle of violence.
Yeah, it's like no, just maybe don't fight. That would be great. Like,
right?
Yeah.
You know what bothers me about Neil? And I know Neil's
perfect, and we will never say a bad word.
It drives me nuts that he's dressed like Stewie Griffin.
Yeah, he is a bit. He is a bit, isn't he? Yeah.
Oh no, you're right. He's wearing a Stewie Griffin outfit.
Yeah.
Oh, his little red overalls
and his yellow shirt. Like, why? Why is it like that? Why did nobody
Ralph?
Notice?
No, Ralph.
Apologies.
What have you done?
I'm so sorry. Oh no!
I want to ruin this for so many people.
I didn't know anybody didn't realize that.
This is the first time I've heard that, and it's
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it really is.
It's been bugging me, but
I thought his overalls were cute at first, and now I'm just like,
I know, me too. And I'm like, oh god, now there's Stewie Griffin outfit.
I'm not gonna unsee
either
that.
way.
I'm sorry.
Great Neil episode. Neil showed up.
Yeah,
this episode. Lots of good Neil stuff. He even got a Goonies smooch.
He did.
Yeah.
And then he found his courage because of it. Like it
did.
worked.
So lots of Neil on screen talking to like the French girl from this clan, this warring clan. There's warring clans on this planet.
Haina?
It's just
Haina.
Yeah, Haina.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
It's just devolved into endless war between these groups.
But it seems like it's just
up.
these two, maybe more, because they say like whose flag are you flying, but it seems to
Big
be like
planet,
in this
who
area
knows?
at least. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're able to travel very far if they just have their bases in these ruins and stuff.
When they first landed and they're in the playground, it really gave me Chernobyl vibes. It was like creepy.
The place
there was like some playground stuff there.
The playground more than the show. The show is pretty different.
Well, that was the thing. Okay, so there's a couple things when they first landed on it. They had the playground thing and everything was destroyed. I'm like, okay, so did they time travel? And is this Earth? Because I'm like,
my God.
I can't deal with either of those things. Like,
luckily it was neither.
A long time ago.
Yeah,
and they traveled. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But it's
luckily it was neither.
I want to know how it got that way, and the fact that they're sort of saying it's all dusty in the air. It seems like, and then Jod, he's like, yeah, it sort of reminds me of my home planet, but they don't dig into it further. They don't ask him where he's from,
right?
Anything like that. Is he from another one of these worlds? Maybe. I hope not, because that's a bit too much of a coincidence. But
yeah, just connects it all a little too much.
But if he did seem to be like pondering it quite a bit, like he hadn't really thought about his home world in a while.
Because Kim said before, like all these other ones were destroyed except Attin. So maybe like I was like, okay, maybe they weren't like blown up like Alderaan or something,
right?
But maybe they were just rendered nearly uninhabitable.
Yeah, they're sort of useless planets that have got no
resources, and they're just like these husks with like just scavengers living on them.
Yeah, it's a bit like Cassian's planet when we see him as a kid, like as a wayward kid, just in part of a tribe. Like that was just some industrial accident, and now it's just a desolate place that no one needs to be.
Yeah, how does whoever's left described? He's like it's like a nasty bog world or something now.
Yeah.
So, no, that's Aldani. That's
Aldani, but still, like the same sort of thing.
Aldani's messed up.
Yeah,
because it was nice before.
It was, yeah. The Empire were like planning on ravaging it, pretty much, weren't they? So.
Yeah. But yeah, it seems like it's just not a good place to be anymore, at the very least. So I'm wondering if it's like the exact same case on every one of those planets, or like maybe some of the other ones don't have people at all.
Yeah,
that's it. All remnants.
Like I'm really curious. I can't imagine that any of them are going to be thriving. I can't imagine like next week they're going to get to one and it's the same but not their people. Like
right.
I think they're all going to be in various states of disrepair, and we're gonna figure out that it's been years since. Like it's gonna be hundreds of years, I think.
Yeah,
I really like this episode because it shows that like this is the exact same layout as at Attin.
Everything. They know exactly where everything is.
And by going to this place, you can see what the future could lay for at Attin. You could also get a lot of information about what Attin is through like the exposition in this. You don't just have to have somebody sitting there saying Attin was an old planet terraformed and it was hidden from the Empire, whatever. You don't need all that shit, but you can just be like, oh, this is where the tower is where my mom worked and she did this. And so it's like able to give you the information like sort of a little bit secondhand.
Naturally.
So we learn more about the mystery. And so like I'm curious if we're going to go more to, if we do go to all these places, if they're going to be in different levels of disarray.
Yeah.
Clearly the rest of the information for the rest of them are out there for pirates to find.
Yeah.
So
I feel like
they go right to the administrator's tower. It's like there's a place that we're not allowed to go on our planet.
None of them have been there. Like even their parents and stuff. Like it is a forbidden treasure trove.
Yeah, what was it, the Forgotten Sanctum or something? Like so a Skyrim, like a spooky dungeon. But there's actual information that they get from it.
It's a clever way to give information to the audience by showing this mirror world, which was
it's definitely feeling to me at least like more and more likely that the administrator is a computer system. It's going to be some AI thing. Like it definitely
Yeah.
feels that way. Like,
Totenkopf.
even
Totenkopf
when they
from Sky
walked in,
Captain.
it looked like just an orb in the sky, like the one from Captain Marvel, the other Jude Law one. Like it's the
Oh
what was
yeah,
it,
yeah.
the Kree like supercomputer or whatever it was. I can't remember. But
I don't remember.
it's been done. It's been done a few different ways and a few different properties, but it's
The Fallen Sanctum.
there. Yeah,
Fallen Sanctum sounds
There
like a
it
sex
is.
movie.
it doesn't. Work.
That rocks.
Yeah,
they go up there.
Yeah.
It's great.
So they've got all of the different addresses of all these other planets now. Do we think that they're just gonna start hitting them one by one and hoping that it's not been scratched out in all of them?
I feel like there's like, what are there, like 4? There's 3 episodes left at this point. What was this, 5? There's 4? Okay.
This was 4. Yeah.
This was 4. Okay. My brain was melted. Yeah, there's 4 episodes left. I feel like that is a lot to do in 4 episodes, but like, and they haven't even left this planet yet.
Yeah, they got.
I'm assuming we'll start the next one on the ship.
Like, yeah, I think so. They'll have dragged Smee back to the ship, and yeah. I imagine.
Or an Eope. They strap Smee to an Eope, and now there's an Eope on the ship the whole time.
Just picking up wayward crew
every scene,
and it has babies, and we see
baby Eopes. The new cute thing from Disney.
There you go.
I'd buy it.
Eyes.
Only if it comes with like a farting action. You just squeeze it and it farts.
It makes that horrible sound. But yeah, they I'm glad that when we got to this tower and like Fern has a great emotional moment that I was so into.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought those two had like a moment. Yeah, they got to show some vulnerability and sort of. I thought her acting in that scene was very good. The kid playing Wim, it was okay. He was okay, but like I thought hers was really good. Like she was like, no, this kid can act.
Yeah, I was watching her during like the scene where they like are being forced into a battle.
Yeah,
baby die, and like she like a lot of like they all looked really scared. I'm like, okay, yeah, they look like terrified children who are way out of their element. This rocks.
But I like that they've all come around, like those two in particular, who were like butting heads the whole time beforehand. Like they've come to an understanding now. They're like, no, we are in this together. Like we'll call you captain. You're clearly like the biggest of us. You're the oldest probably of us, but well, she's the number one in the class. Like so,
yeah,
she's the captain. But they're all in it together, and they are a team. They're not like adversarial, which is nice. Like it's you want them all to be united.
Yeah. There's a great moment earlier when they're training with this clan, and Hannah says to Neil, she's like, your friends are worthless or they're useless, and she's just like, I know.
It's cute. It's like they all know that they are just kids. Like they're not cut out for this.
Yeah, they never shy away from being like, these are children.
I also like how like protective Jod is. He's I don't know if he's a heart of gold or if he is just in it for the money, but either way, he is caring about these kids.
I think there's going to be something that happens where it puts that to the test, and he's going to say, at first I was just in it for the money, but I didn't know I was going to get, all these feelings.
Yeah.
So
I think if you go back to our trailer episode, I made that prediction way early on that it's like he's gonna be a scoundrel like up front, and there'll be a moment where there's distrust, and there'll be a moment where he maybe turns his back, but then he'll come back and save the day, and it'll be he does have a heart of gold in the end, and I stand by that. And it's it's a trope, but it's a trope for a reason. It works if it's done well.
I know you just meant more to you than money.
Yeah, exactly.
And this, like, we actually got him in this episode. Like, they leave him there, and he's just going through their stuff.
Yeah,
just like
he's still is a scoundrel. There was a
moment
that it looked like a lightsaber.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, when he's rummaging through their stuff, there is something that it looked like it could have been a lightsaber, and I was like, and he makes a point of picking it up and moving it. I'm like, it's not. I don't think it is. I hope it's not. But
what was that object? I remember looking at it was like a recorder or something. It looked like a little flute.
Yeah, it was something.
Yeah, I was like, that looks like a real life thing.
Yeah.
Finds all those dataries though.
Yeah. And
it was so funny when he said what he did to get out of his situation, and that he used the Republic credits, and Wim was very, very disappointed.
It was like
and he's like, yeah, but it was to save
my lunch
you.
money. Yeah.
But he chose to be honest about it. So
he's a pirate with a code.
Yeah.
No women, no kids.
Could these planets be where they minted? Like they were like mints? They were like
it
where
could
they
have been
made the Republic credits?
Yeah, this could be like the banking systems from the High Republic era, like or something to do with that. Like Fort Knox. I've heard people like talk about it like it's Fort Knox or it's something. It's just
okay.
Yeah. Could very well
see a
be.
lot of people theorizing that it's like each planet's like a social experiment. I'm like, that's a little bit too Fallout.
Yeah,
like,
it really is.
They're just vaults, so I'm hoping it's not that because it's just exactly Fallout. I don't think it will be, but it seemed like they all like probably had a function, but then they either were just collapsed or they got like plundered or whatever.
Or it's all just a big thing where it's like we really shouldn't be trusting AI because eventually it'll just turn and use us as slaves. And
on Attin, there are droids running a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we said it last week when that last week's episode opens and we're getting those wide shots and all you're seeing is droids patrolling. It's just like it's sinister, and the way that they're talking to the parents, like it's cold. It's like, nope, they're gone. We are not gonna really look for them because they're beyond our control. They shouldn't have ever gone out there.
They're kind of the only authority we've really seen. So
I like it.
I'm eager to know. Good droids in the show. Lots of good puppets and droids and stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I thought it was interesting. The SM-33 was really interested and welcoming to have his memories put back, but then he reverted to his original programming and was like, nope, my pirate captain like thought of this and here we go. I'm gonna have to fight you even though you're a kid.
Which I thought was
power arms.
And he gets all long.
Yeah,
I thought that was great because like it's like such a simple solution to just say like, I'm your captain, you actually are gonna tell me, and then he's like, oh, okay, yeah. Anyway, now that I remember,
I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna rip you up. What is he? Pull him apart.
Yeah,
piece by piece.
Yeah, I like limb from limb. It was so awesome.
I like how direct he is with everything. It's like it's a bit like Drax. I think Drax is sort of there's no subtlety to what he's saying. It's like, there you go. Yeah, it's
like
fun.
He's babysitting John. And he's just at the top room, like, come on, baby, come here, baby.
It's brilliant. Yeah,
he's so fun.
I feel like
scene where he. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's one of the pluses of like the Disney era is like pretty much every single droid is awesome.
Yeah, I don't think they've missed
like
yet.
The little red guy, K2SO. Who's the red guy? And BMO was the one.
B4 emo. B4.
B2 emo.
B2 emo.
Yeah.
Like even BB-8, I'm fine with Dio.
Even the little floaty one, that Leia's little floaty droid was cute.
Oh yeah, I don't remember the name of that one.
Lola,
that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, SM-33 when he reveals that like he has to murder whoever finds out about this place.
A team up
the
show.
Camera work and stuff was great. Stories. They kept doing kind of like that locked angle of him where he's going crazy.
Like it's like real music video, and the way that they did it, and it's just like I've seen it in loads of different stuff, but I'd forgotten that the Daniels were doing an episode, but then when I saw
it's the Daniels episode.
Oh, there you go. That's the Daniels sort of influence on this. So I was like, we've not seen that in a Star Wars show before. That sort of camera angle.
Yeah, it was cool. It was great for that scene. So really unsettling.
Fun.
Yeah. Someone here it is. Lucha Johnny says, I'm curious who SM-33's old captain was. I'm assuming it was the dude stabbed in the chest and there was a mutiny. And I have a feeling that maybe the person who claimed to be the new captain went through this whole process already and then got torn limb to limb.
Oh, maybe.
There we go. Yeah, because he also said that like the crew, he like killed them all in that room.
Yeah.
Or something, slaughtered the whole crew.
And when we found him, it's almost like he'd just powered down. Like he'd done that. Maybe he was the one who crashed the ship there.
Yeah.
SM-33 is like he was bringing it in and just sort of yanked that down. It's like shut down. That's it.
What if, and this is just me spitballing here. What if this like somehow whoever the captain was went on to become the administrator of Attin, and he's just a corpse in some room somewhere.
He's hiding on the
doing all the droids are doing their bidding.
Yeah. He's up there.
I'm just making stuff. Yeah. It's Neil's dad. He's the captain. What a twist. That's why he's so mad. It's his ship that took off.
Yeah. It's like Wim's mum, and that's why she had to die or something. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't hate it. I don't think
I'm
it
just
will
throwing
be that,
just crapping stuff out.
Yeah.
Just for the sake
that's the
of
thing
it,
with the show. It's not tied to anything else. So you can't really theorize
All
about like Darth
theories are
Plagueis
just
or all this other stuff. So it's like we don't know what's happening. Let's start talking nonsense and just throw shit and see what sticks.
Yeah.
Last episode, they're gonna be like looking in the whatever treasure vault or whatever, and then around the corner, Darth Plagueis is gonna be peeking. It's the exact same shot.
Unused footage. Yeah.
They just like replace the wall, the cave with the wall or something, and he's just creeping. They've seen do that in every single finale of a Star Wars
other corner,
show.
it'll just be the back of Yoda.
Yeah, and never pay it off.
No more Yoda.
No more Yoda. We don't need it.
I like the Acolyte. I really like the Acolyte. But Yoda was that's Minch is different. Oh, Minch is decorated.
Yeah, it's all festive. I've got the Christmas lights wrapped tightly around his throat.
I don't know.
He's into that though, so
unfortunately,
yeah. I'm just looking at your room right now, and I'm thinking about Astro Goblin stuff, and
I swear it happens.
Like my wife and I have been like, I'm on Patreon. I watch the comment shop episodes. We get it three times a week. There's dude like Patrick. I don't know if it's a bit or he's the only dad among us right now, but he seems really tired and doesn't want to do anything. And I think it's really funny. But you
ready
guys
for that version of me,
episode where you're just like, all right, done, wrap it up. But you guys released an episode where you were trying to spend $100 on Temu?
Oh yeah, that was this week's video.
That dude looked so excited. I've never seen so much energy. It was amazing.
When he gets put in front of just like a Chrome browser, he just goes off. Got a great Star Wars shirt from Temu that I'll be wearing when we do our unboxing. I think it says, "The autism is strong with me." In Star Wars font. Found that on Temu.
Yeah.
We got it in a XXL.
My wife got me this shirt on TeePublic, which I
Rick McCallum.
What
the hell is a Rick McCallum?
It's so great. It's like all the classic stuff. Like him on the phone.
Like BTS stuff. Yeah. That's so funny. That's an amazing shirt. I didn't realize till right now that you're wearing a Rick McCallum shirt. That's so awesome.
Dude, I want to dress as him. I want to go to like Star Wars Celebration and dress as him. And like when people are taking pictures of like cosplayers and stuff, I will. But when people take pictures of cosplayers, I'll jump in real quick with the clapperboard and say, "All right, everybody, let's kick ass." Hit the thing and then bounce. And just like photobomb everybody and just say, "All right, everybody, let's kick ass."
Yeah. Just sit in a chair and just be like horrified at whatever you looked at. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Oh no, he just saw Phantom Menace for the first time.
There's the clapperboard.
Oh, there he is. Wow.
So funny.
Wow, Rick. That's great. That's a great shirt.
The bottom picture has him. Here, I'll just pull my shirt up. It's him at his desk.
Oh yeah, he's just on the phone
with this full desk there with the fax machine.
That's ridiculous. What is that? That's flames behind it?
I don't know.
Fire.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Such a good shirt. It's such a good shirt.
I feel like at Celebration you'd probably get, I'd say like 60% of people getting it, the other 40 just being like, what the fuck is that guy doing?
Get out of my shot.
Yeah.
Like a regular
I'll
guy.
only be there for like 2 seconds tops.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, let's kick ass.
And then you're gone. Gone forever.
Yeah. And I would love to see, like, click a hashtag Star Wars Celebration and just see how many got posted of me photobombing.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
See who knows. See who's in the know.
Yeah.
Who the real
Or
fans are.
the other cosplay I wanted to do, which I haven't seen at a celebration, is the Jabba the Hutt from episode 4.
Oh yeah, we talked about that for the
costume
last one.
version
Oh,
with
like
the
the
vest
fur
and just
outfits.
walk around.
Just like an
The wonderful
Irish
human
boy.
being.
Yeah.
Good old
I
Jabba.
think that's great. I think
Declan Holland. Declan Holland.
that
I think is his name.
sounds familiar. Yeah.
That sounds like that would be the name of that guy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna confirm
This
it.
is Stevie. Stevie says she hearts Astro Goblin.
Hey,
Too much
thank
puke.
you, Stevie.
Dude, okay,
There is some puke.
there was the episode with like Ryan. It was like an upload. It was like a 20-second upload of your friend Ryan puking.
Straight from his phone.
That's all.
That sounds about right.
That's all it was.
Because he was supposed to come be on like this stream we were doing, and then he texted us like, "I'm really sick, but I think I'll be okay." We're like, "You should stay home instead of coming to my house and being sick." And then like he sent this video where he's just vomiting into his toilet. He's like, "Oh, Astro Goblin, I hope you're having a good time." Just like the first like second is just him vomiting into a toilet.
Speaking of photo bombs, I've got an amazing photo from there was a party in Austin. It was where I met Jacob a few years ago.
That's where I got COVID.
At that
Oh,
party. And it's just there was a photo booth there. I don't know if you remember, Jacob. There was a photo booth set up, and I've got a picture. I think it was me and a couple of people that we'd been drinking with, and then just like Ryan is just leaning into that photo. I'm just like, oh yep, nope, there he is. It was going like full Red State Ryan sort of style that entire night. Yeah, I thought I was drunk. He was messy.
I'll mention something. It's a little blue, but Jacob, over your shoulder. Let me see if I can make you big here. How do you do this?
Make
How do
me
you
big,
make people big?
I don't know.
How to, there we go. Here. Okay. So just over your shoulder, right to the left of the lightsabers, right above the chair. You're pointed at that exact box. Now, there's a piece on that Gundam, if you move your finger just a little bit, that I always notice looks like a fleshy ding-dong over the shoulder of whoever's sitting there. And it makes me laugh every time.
I'm going to have to look for that.
Yeah, I can see, I can
so
see what you're saying, but yeah.
But it's always either
it.
over like Charlotte or Patrick's shoulder or something, and I'm just like, it's so fleshy. It's why would a Gundam be flesh colored? I don't know.
It's a choice. That's the piloted by the Red Comet.
There you go.
So maybe it's.
I still have yet to watch any of Gundams.
There's a lot to choose from. That's for sure.
Do you think there'll be Gundam showing up in Skeleton Crew?
Oh, there better be big finale.
Like maybe the Lord No Head or whatever isn't actually a statue.
It's a mech.
Like a sentinel. It's a sentinel mech.
The Attin come to attack, and then Hana hops in that thing's cockpit and then starts walking around at a big
pilots,
like bronzium man.
Or she just like comes flying in from one of the other planets or something, like just lands on Attin. Yeah,
she's
crowbar,
big headless statue.
Crowbar,
her head
activated
her head
guns
pops out the hole. So her head's gonna be the head.
That's why they were
great way for the show to end.
Yeah.
Trying to okay.
Do you have any?
I mean, there kind of is. If we think that rat is piloting SM-33 at all, like there's a Gundam right there.
Yeah. It's like Grogu piloting IG-11 or whatever.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You got mechs in Star Wars, sort of.
Yeah.
But Neil, I want to talk a little more about Neil because Neil's damn great in this episode. A lot of great scenes where he's just talking to Hana, just explaining how he understands the cycle of violence and he wants it to stop.
Yeah.
And also like the animatronics and stuff for him are so good.
Yeah.
And it's expressive.
Acting, like the StarWars.com like social accounts have been putting up clips of all the kids on the press tour and everything, which I going into the show was worried about. I was like, no, these kids need to be protected. But seeing that the show is getting like pretty positive reviews across the board is lovely, and it's really good because like I feel like they shot a lot of this press stuff with the kids, and they would probably have saved it until they knew that they were going to be okay. And they're getting it now, and it's cool because you see in these 4, and the kid who plays Neil is Neil. They've like he's very much is that like that character.
So
while you're doing this, I just need to run downstairs. I've realized that I've locked Liz out of the house, so I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Uh-oh.
That was an hour ago.
But what's funny with Neil is like when you see pictures of the cast all together, like on the red carpet, like you're just like, oh, that's the kid that plays Neil. Like you just can tell.
Yeah. Because you
like
never ever see him.
Yeah.
But he's there and he's very important.
Yeah. What do you think? Like, it's so funny. Like I feel like again they're just like doing 1-for-1 Goonie style, so Neil's supposed to be like Chunk or something, like kind of bumbling and stuff. But he is very thoughtful. He's kind of like Ray from Ghostbusters. He's like sort of the
he's like afraid.
And
like the one who's kind of like
like the heart
needs some courage talked into and stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of heart there. Like when they're walking into the battlefield, he's just like, just so everybody knows, like we shouldn't be doing this. And I'm not just saying that because I'm scared, but I'm also really scared. Like, look at him go. He's just talking his way through this thing.
Yeah. Are they Ghostbusters? Because KB would be Egon for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think Fern
she's already like Data, isn't she, from Goonies? Like she's
yeah.
And she could shoot. We saw her shooting those targets.
Yeah,
like,
that was pretty cool.
She's been like just naturally good at a lot of things. Like,
she's so
cool. I don't know
Mm.
if that's like part of an implant or something that she's got, or if she is gifted with the Force or something.
Like she's able to see if she's like, this structure is unsound when they're like walking around in it. She's able to hotwire the elevator.
But she's also got like there is a medical emergency, like ticking clock going on as well. Because when the camera's focusing on Wim's dad at the beginning of last episode, it's like zooming in on him as all the parents are freaking out. And her mums are saying like they like in the background, you're hearing them say about some medical thing. So it's like,
oh, no,
I don't know, is it a battery recharge on her device
some
or
sort of recharge?
Something, but I'm just like, I feel like that might start to come into play as we're getting near the end.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, bit of peril.
Watching KB in this episode, like with the like gray unitard like jumpsuit thing, like I'm like, this is like the perfect like Kenner action figure design. Like it's very plain. So I'm hoping they do vintage. I'm assuming they'll do like those Star Wars vintage collections.
Funny.
In this Kenner style. Because I think KB would look like the most.
She'd look like a Star Wars toy.
She looks like
Lobot. Yeah, I mean, she's got the Lobot thing, but she's just got like a cool front visor as well, which
the gray
potentially older design of the same Lobot tech. If we are thinking that they are from way back when,
would she grow out of that?
And she have to get it like bigger if she like
upgrades?
As she becomes an adult or whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
Get resized and stuff. All these questions. All these questions that I want answered.
Kids that age grow quite a bit, so maybe that's the only medical emergency. Is like, well, she's due to go to the optometrist or something.
The end of this episode where we have SM-33 going on a rampage, which is terrifying because they're just a bunch of children. And Neil, he has his moment, his brave moment. He throws a rock. He throws a rock at SM-33.
Yeah.
And then was
holding there, like all the rocks,
nearly dismembered by him. And we got Jod just going for the off switch.
Yeah.
But like the last moments just being Neil just sputtering before just fainting. And then them just saying, oh, he fainted. And then it hits credits. It's
excellent. It's like it's the perfect sort of ending because it's like they're gonna now go back to the ship and they'll take SM-33. We don't need to. It's like a perfect way of just cutting and then just jumping to the next episode. It's we got a cameo. Oh. What did you think, Kat?
Yeah, what do you think of SM-33?
Every second of it.
Oh,
my cat did something extremely strange last night.
Is that the
Instagram story,
thing that you
where he's on the
posted? I saw
door.
it. Yeah, he was properly like,
was-
hang in there, kitty. Like,
Yeah, I was on the couch about to watch Skeleton Crew, and he goes to the front door, jumps up, and is just hanging on the window, looking outside the window. Never
Is there
seen him
anyone
do
out
that
there?
before. No, I don't know. I think he just like saw some Christmas lights or something, and he just wanted to look.
Oh, weird.
But I didn't know he could do that, and he just went and did it right in front of me. It was so bizarre. Like I've seen him jump up walls and stuff just to try to get little lights and stuff, but he jumped up and I didn't hear him land, and I was like, "What? What are you doing?" So bizarre. A strange creature, that one. It was an interesting night. I got to watch Skeleton Crew after that. Oh, here's the.
Look at that.
Oh,
I didn't see that.
Yeah, and he's fully doing a chin up. It's not like he's dangling. Like Is he just trying to get jacked? Like is he?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Either way, it was a weird encounter for
Have
me.
You got him in a suit for the wedding or something? Is he just like trying to make sure he's in good shape?
You got me. You got me. I
There
didn't
you
want
go,
to
there
spoil
you
it,
go.
but he is the one of my groomsmen.
I think that's probably gonna wrap us up or close to it anyway for the episode.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jacob, thank you for joining us.
Of course,
everyone
always
is
love talking
watching
about
this
Star
and
Wars.
isn't aware, Jacob's getting married soon. So everyone wish
Congrats.
Jacob, send him your best wishes.
Thank you. Very excited.
Yeah. I'm sure it'd be great.
And go subscribe to Astro Goblin,
Yes.
please.
Yes.
Please do. We have a lot of fun.
It's entertaining.
It's so much fun. It's just the three of you in that room. It's like just peak comedy. I love it. It's so much fun.
You guys did the Gamer Awards, which I don't have. I have zero interest in. But you opened my eyes because I watched that. I saw that Intergalactic trailer, and holy shit, I've never been more excited about a video game ever in my life.
To fly a Porsche in space.
It looks cool. I'm
The
gonna have to justify buying a new console in a couple of years, I think.
Yeah. Next year, like post wedding and stuff, we're gonna be doing a Star Wars podcast for a little bit, where we're gonna be going through the Jedi Prince novels.
Oh, amazing!
Like Queen of the Empire and Glove of Darth Vader and stuff, and talking about those.
Amazing.
Yeah, so we're gonna be doing some old EU related stuff, just diving into like just the weirdest.
That's the perfect. Like the Glove of Darth Vader stuff is like perfect for you guys. It is nonsense.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I never read EU except for the Timothy Zahn books back in the 90s.
Oh, yeah, the good ones, the classics.
You and Patrick on Astro Goblin just say this shit, and I'm like, A, how do you remember it? And B, like how much is in your brain? It got to a point like I used to know everything there was about Star Wars my entire life, because that's all there was 3 movies, 2 Ewok movies, and some cartoons.
Right.
And it was great, and I enjoyed it. And then like as soon as like the prequels started coming out and the EU started coming out, like I never retained any of that stuff.
So much.
So like I think a podcast would be fun. I'm excited about that.
Definitely.
They don't have to read.
Yeah, people have to read. I mean, they're like 90-page books.
Yeah, they're like
with
middle
pictures
grade books, aren't they? Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit.
I would go to the library and like in like 3rd grade or whatever, and instead of checking out new books, I would just check out each of these books once a week and just continue that cycle over and over.
See, this is where we see the age, because I remember them coming out. Like these were the books that I was getting when like they did the book fair at school. Was like those.
Yeah, it was like a book fair kind of thing.
Yeah.
For these books,
it's funny, Ralph, you saying that. I'm just like, yeah, because we did our family Christmas this Saturday just gone, because my sister's going off to like Thailand for Christmas, New Year's, and everything like that. And as a Christmas present, she and her family got me like a Star Wars quiz thing. I was like, cool, but this is not going to be fun for anyone else. Like, there's just no point. And so, like, it got to, I don't know, sometime in the afternoon, we'd all had quite a bit to drink, and they're just asking questions, and I'm just, does anyone else want to play? Because I'm just going to answer all these questions. I'm like, we should get. I wish I knew about anything else the amount of not just absolutely useless information that I've got about Star Wars.
We need to do another live action Star Wars quiz.
Yeah,
and bring
all
in
right,
some
I'll host it. Yeah. Jacob, do you wanna go test your knowledge against someone?
I'll
We'll
test
find
my
another.
knowledge against someone.
Great, we'll organize
It's full of holes, but I'll do it.
Perfect.
Patrick's doing this for my birthday.
Patrick Kottner of George Lucas Talk Show is our current reigning champion, so we'll have to
nice. Yeah, there's like a lot of things I know and a lot of things I don't. Let's see what happens.
I'm sure you'll be fun.
But I got this book from Patrick, and it's definitely looks like a children's book on the outside. Hey, look at that!
I don't even think I finished this. This is my level of reading.
That's a hardback.
They have like a lot of words.
Oh, you got a hardback. Like, I've only got a paperback. Slumming it.
I found it at like a flea market or something. But it's got like look at this.
It's good.
It's horrible. It's like terrifying.
There was some game during the Video Game Awards where I swear the Gorax from
Ewok?
the first Ewok movie. I swear to God, there was like one shot. It was like a Fortnite something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, we have fun. Isn't this fun for children?
Oh God. So the art in Ralph's is really good. The art in yours, Jacob, is terrifying.
It looks like Uzumaki.
Yeah.
Those
not enough
great.
spirals.
Put that in a movie.
Yeah, just terrifying stuff. I mean, we're already getting Ewok Adventures references in this show, so
there we go.
Keep them coming.
Yep. Jacob, once again, thank you for joining us so much. Follow Astro Goblin and Jacob. It's Astro Goblin Plays on YouTube. Ralph, anywhere, anything that you want to plug before we get out of here?
The Nooch Vader scene from
Nooch Vader.
Yeah. So today, as of 4 hours ago, my documentary that I produced along with Taylor Morden, who directed the last blockbuster, Getting Lost, which is about the show Lost, it dropped on demand today. Right now it's on Vimeo. You can buy or rent on Vimeo, but we're just waiting to get the word back from like iTunes and Amazon Prime and Google Play and YouTube Pay to start posting those. But as of now, if you didn't back the project and didn't get a digital download, you can now purchase or rent.
Yes.
Hell yes.
And it's got
Ralph.
other special
4K.
features and stuff are on Vimeo as well for it.
I'll have to
Or
look.
was that? Yeah.
I have to.
I know
the backers. I know the backers
got
got them. I need to check this one, but it's subtitled in like right now I think 6 different languages and maybe more coming soon. But it just, I mean, listen, it's if you're a Lost fan, people who are other Lost fans absolutely love it.
I do.
We have like a ton of 5-star ratings on Letterboxd. We have some 2-star ratings that said that Lost shouldn't have gone past season 1. And like, that's not on me. Don't give me the 2 stars. I didn't do that.
We gotta blame somebody, I guess.
so that's as of today. Check it out. I'm very excited about it. And
that's awesome.
If you have any questions, just send them to me, I guess.
Don't ask Ralph. He's answered them all.
So many questions.
Look back through Ralph's posts. He's probably already answered them.
Yeah.
And I told people on Facebook, like I keep getting these DMs from people I don't know who have watched the movie and they're like, Ralph, this is so amazing. I loved it. And this and this and this. And I'm like, thank you so much. I'm so glad you liked it. Can you copy and paste and put this on Letterboxd and Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic and everywhere else, please? That would help me.
Yeah.
It would be, I appreciate reaching out personally, but also like we need the word to get out, especially if it's positive. But yeah, if you like Lost, Jacob, do you like Lost?
I haven't seen all of the show yet.
Oh, yeah, it'll spoil
it. Like it's on my list of like post-wedding things to do because it's something I just kind of missed. And then it's like, okay, there's a lot I want to do, but I have to wait. I'm gonna wait till after this wedding to get through everything. And Lost is one of those things.
When you do, DM me and I will get you. I'll get you a copy.
Yes, thanks, Ralph. Very excited. Congrats on that coming out. Very, very cool.
Congrats on getting married. Congrats on moving and having kids, James.
Everybody's doing cool stuff.
I'll still be here for a little while. We'll finish out this season and probably Invincipod at this rate in this house, but we're getting there. We're signing things. It's all moving. So yeah. Next time we see you, Jacob, I will be in a different room, probably with a child that isn't sleeping.
Looking
so-
forward to it.
Yeah, Jacob has already agreed to come back for Andor, so you don't have to wait too long to get more of him. But you
You
can
better
always find him
hurry
on
up. I'm too excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Everybody, thanks for joining us. I don't know if Ralph is ready, but don't give in to hate.
Celebrate the love. We forgot to prep Jacob.
Oh,
you can say punch it, or you can say
Alleluia.
Yep, no.